Well, hello Flosstube and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela and this is Flosstube number 11, and today I have got lots to share with you. But firstly, I just wanted to share, thank you so much for all my lovely comments on my projects. It's so lovely to read your comments about them, so thank you. And keep commenting about the projects. I love to hear what you think of them as well. So this week, as you know, I'm fully back at work now and I've got into a routine and I've been able to fit my cross stitching into that routine. So I've done lots of stitching. I also started something new and I also had a restart. So I'll be sharing that with you today. But firstly, I want to start with the giveaway that I was talking about last week. So as you remember, last week I said that I would do a giveaway because of my 10th video and that I would give away the PDF version from Heaven and Earth Designs of my very first Heaven and Earth design that I started, Story Keep Life is an Open Book Paris, by Amy Stewart. So I was going to give away that PDF to one of my subscribers. And I asked you to write in the comments last week, Paris in capital letters, and write something you would love about Paris. So we had 20 comments. I've put it into the YouTube comment picker app. So I've got it here. Right, if you guys, let me get rid of that. If you guys can see, and I'm just going to press start because there were 20 comments. And we'll see who comes up. And it is, let me just read that, Sharon Fennell. Hope I've said that right. You will be receiving a PDF copy of Story Keep Life is an Open Book. So Sharon, I will put your name across the top here so you know that you've won, and also my email address. So if you can email me what email address you would like to receive the PDF from, then let me know and I will get that sent to you. And I will give you, Sharon, until the next video. So if I don't hear from you within a week, then I will pull another winner. But hopefully, fingers crossed, you see this and know that you've won. So let's get into what stitching I've done. I'm just going to move that out the way so that doesn't get knocked over at all. So first and foremost, I am going to start with my Faces of Fairy. This is Faces of Fairy 178, what I call Pink Fairy, and it is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And this week I have done 4 hours of stitching on this. So last week I mentioned that I was trying to get to the end of the top row so that I could just kind of get to the end of the top row and just see how wide it would be, and just I'm not sure whether I'm going to do like the outside edges yet or just I'm going to do the top row and work down. I'm honestly not sure, but I'll pop a picture of where it was last week, but here is where it is this week. Oh, can you see? Doesn't help with the door right behind. But I'm limited as to where I can sit because of the furniture. So anyway, hopefully, is that a bit better? Yeah. So I've literally, if I fold it over a bit, I've literally just done this sort of colour. So I spent 4 hours on it, like I say. I did 841 stitches. It was just really nice, just like I say, picking one colour and just going with it. So I think that was the colour that was at the end here, and I thought, oh, why don't I just carry on with that colour? And I found sort of a big area of where it was right here, and I started there and I just kept carrying on. So that's what I did for 4 hours. That colour though does have 5,000 stitches, so there is a part of me tempted to do this design colour by colour now, because I actually just quite like picking up one floss and just going with that colour. But yeah, I really like it, really like it. So that was Pink Fairy. Now my goal on that one was to do 5% by the end of this month, and I'm really pleased to say I've done that. I've achieved my 5%. I'm actually at 5.03%. So unless that comes up in the last 2 weeks of September for any challenges that I do in the Facebook groups that I'm part of, then I may not touch that one again this month. Who knows? But I have achieved my goal, so I'm really, really pleased with that. So then my next one, which is the giveaway, the one of the giveaway PDF that I'm going to give away, is Story Keep Life is an Open Book Paris by Amy Stewart. I've just shown you the design, but I will show you again. Here you go. Make sure you can see that. And this is where I'm up to. I love this design. Let me go back. It looks so good, doesn't it? And like I said, I will put a picture of where I was at last week. But this, I had lots and lots of like gaps, and this was so confetti heavy. I mean, literally 1 or 2 stitches in one colour, then you change to another colour. It was so confetti heavy. But actually, I've done quite a lot of it. I've actually not got much of the confetti left to do in that this sort of area here. So what I've decided to do is to finish the confetti and finish the umbrella, and then I'm going to move the Q-snap down and hopefully get to the bottom of the design so I can just keep working down, because I actually quite like just picking an area and working down. There was a part of me that thought, should I have done parking with all this confetti? I don't know. I enjoyed parking when I first started, because that's sort of how I learnt with the Heaven and Earth design, but I didn't have Pattern Keeper when I did that. Now I've got Pattern Keeper, it's a game changer. So yeah, really, really pleased at how that is coming along. And I just love that so many of you have got in contact with me to say that you've dug out your chart for this one and you've started it, or you've picked it back up again because you've seen my one coming to life a bit. So I'm really, really pleased that so many of you are doing it. So this one, oh, actually what I should have said, sorry, let me just put that one down for a second. What I should have said, this one is the Faces of Fairy is stitched on 20 count, 2/1. And this is stitched 18 count, 2/1. And this week I did 12 hours and 1,993 stitches. And most of those were confetti stitches, let me tell you. So, as I mentioned, I have been doing a lot of challenges for Enchanted Stitching Challenges. They pick a Disney film each month, and this month it's Inside Out, and they just create challenges around that, weekly and monthly challenges. So I've actually used this for quite a few of the monthly challenges, which is why there's quite a few stitches being done. And it gets the design done a bit more. So I wanted to do 62% by the end of the month, and I have achieved, what have I achieved? 47.53%. Last week I was at 41.9%, so definitely on track to achieve that goal of 62%. So I've got 5,111 stitches to go in 2 weeks. I can do that. I can definitely do that. So, I mean, how pretty does that look? I also actually use this one for the Tour de France for Full Coverage Fanatics. So that was 3,481 stitches, so I've done that one as well. But yeah, let me bring it in a bit. It's just looking so good. So yeah, hopefully by next week I'll have finished all this umbrella and just done all the confetti up here, done the umbrella and moved down by next week. So that's that one. And then I started a new design, and the new design was Millie the Mountain Cabin, and this one is by Dominic Davison, and this one I was going to do on 25 count, 1/1. So for those of you that saw a few videos ago, I started a design called Paris Romance, another Heaven and Earth design by Ruan Manning, and I started that on 25 count 1/1, and I really did not like the coverage at all. So after about 4 hours of working on it, I stopped, and I just decided no, I didn't like it, and I would cut up the material to something else. So I measured up the material, and I realised that the mountain cabin would fit on it. Sadly, even though the material was quite big, it wouldn't fit 2 designs on, even a story keep design. So anyway, I was doing so I thought, yeah, just do the one design on it. It doesn't matter if there's a bit of a border on it, it's absolutely fine. So this is where I got up to. Hold on. This is, let me just fold it up. This is where I got up to. So this was stitched 25 count 1/1, and you know what's coming? I didn't like it. You can even see I just got so fed up of, yeah, I just even left the thread. Where is it? Here. I just left the thread. Yeah, just wasn't even gonna finish that thread. No. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the over 1 strand, the 25 count. I don't know what it is. I do not like it. Yeah. So I restarted it. Just happened to have some 18 count, and that's where I've got up to, stitching on the 18 count. So much happier stitching 2/1 on 18 count. And like I say, I don't know whether it was the 1/1 or the I don't know what it was. I don't like 25 count. I mean, like I say, the holes I can see fine. It's not the size of the holes. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. So what I've decided is I am never going to try 25 count again. I know I don't like it. I'm going to stick to my 18 count and my 20 count, and I'm just going to do 2/1, but that is what I've done. So I basically spent 2 hours on this, and I did 382 stitches. I did, I don't know, 2.5 hours I think on this one maybe. I'm nearly caught up to where I was on this one. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that now. But anyway, so I'm going to carry on the 18 count, and I'm so much happier doing that. And I think you have to, oh, sorry, I've just jogged the camera there. You have to do what you're happier doing, really. So yes, can't wait to see that one come alive. So that was my restart. And that was all of the designs that I worked on this week. So altogether, since my last Flosstube, I've worked 20 hours on my cross stitch and 3,216 stitches. Yeah, not as many as the week before though. Not as many as the week before, but what I do find is at the moment I'm not working. I work Saturday mornings up until lunchtime, and then I have the rest of the weekend off. Very occasionally I do go to a Sunday meeting, but that is occasionally. So, and at the moment, because of the situation that we're in, we're not having those meetings. So I do have all day on a Sunday because my boyfriend likes to go fishing. So yeah, what am I left to do really, other than put a box set on and do some cross stitch, and I'm just in my element. He's in his element fishing, I'm in my element doing my cross stitch. So I think that's where I get a lot of my stitching done on a Sunday. And also I do a lot of stitching in the evenings as well after dinner. So yeah, it works, it works. So let me just show you then what I'm going to be working on this week. And this week I am going to be working on my Ornament Healing Rose by Carol Cavaleris. And that's what that looks like. And I'll just show you where I'm at. This obviously hasn't had any work on it since last time you saw it. Oh, if I can get it all in. I can't get it in and me. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you get the idea. So I'm going to be doing that for one of the monthly enchanted stitching challenges. So that's definitely going to get some work on this week. And then probably later today, I'm going to get this one out. I haven't actually touched it all month, and I was like, oh no, I need to get this out. And thankfully it fits into one of the challenges as well, so I can use it for that. But this is Mini Virus Detected, and this is by Randall Spangler. And this is stitched on 20 count Ada, and that's where I'm up to at the moment. Literally just sort of trying to get one page done on that one. I'm sort of going a bit rogue because I don't want there to be any lines, so I am sort of going over the page a little bit, but yeah, there isn't really that much to do to finish the page. But I'm loving how that's coming. So yes, that's 20 count Ada. Sorry, I should have said this one is the rose one is 18 count 2/1. So as you can see, I do have a preference, 18 count and 20 count 2/1. So I think, yeah, definitely going to stick with all of my stitching with those, either those two counts really. So what I realised was that I've not actually touched any of my other designs. So I like making cupcake card designs. Again, for any of you who've seen my previous videos will know I had a bit of a disaster with the last one that I finished, so I need to redo that one because that one was for my mother-in-law's birthday, so I did promise her I'd redo it, so I need to get that out and start. And I've also got another birthday, a friend's birthday, that I'm doing another cupcake card for, so I really need to get started on that. And I've not touched my dimensions projects that I've started all month, so I really think I need to do something with those this week as well. So hopefully I will get some of those done. Who knows what the week what will happen in a week, but I will enjoy the stitching regardless. But I'm definitely going to be working more on my Paris one because, as you know, I want to get that done for my birthday in December. So that's it for this week, guys. Hope you've had a really lovely week stitching yourself, and all I can say is happy stitching. Bye for now.